Pasara investment. When you mention a Nkwere. After Wangele, ya Nkwere. Nkwere is one of the richest towns in Imo State. It got first 5 communities, first 5 local governments the rich in Imo State.
100%. Abia Southeast. Nkwere is one of the expensive local governments in Southeast. They are rich.
Abia Southeast, those are the first 10.
Nkwere local governments.
Nkwere is on the first 10. Where poor man no Nkwere a few.
So Nkwere was small town, small but mighty.
Poor man no Nkwere wo madole no ole. And then when family, majority of the family no Nkwere when mbe. Ya uroka lulu. Majority of the family no Nkwere when mbe. Majority. Ndeke ji ego when mbe. Ndeke neji when ego mbe discuss. Majority na Nkwere. So yeah, warrior. So Nkwere wo hot cake. Nkwere wo hot cake. Nkwere do know very, very well. In my own community, Wangele, I want a community and Abba. ABBA. Abba is one of the most beautiful community in the whole of Southeast. Abba is a community in Wangele. Onwe street light 2 ways solar. All village, but the gaman all village. So imagine a go land on that side, and it's single-handedly built by one person, Chief John Bosco Zibo. Ugwaga, one of Ugwaga, Ngele, one of Wangele. He did it. Yes. So that is those
those men on the those men washing.
I am a Ogra Peak Nigeria Limited. Don't be Port Harcourt, Ruechi. I am a Ngele, one of Wangele. So you can imagine what price are the community. You can imagine. So I keep asking people, why is Imo State the most expensive place to buy properties in the whole of Southeast? Imo State the expensive, very, very, even more than Port Harcourt.
But I disagree. From research, Enugu State, I chopped them by urban to urban cities. I chopped them Enugu State is more expensive, but people never find out. Secret inquiry, chopped the expensive Enugu town, but people don't know.
I disagree with you 100%. Okay, let's use Oji, for instance. Now Oji is a local place in Owerri, very close to Akabo.
Oji is a city.
Oji will sobo. Oji will. Sorry.
Oji micro city, like a kind of a mini city.
Yeah. Yes. Odehoka. Ibogote wezi Okigwe Road. Ibogote wezi you know what I mean? Yema neba tawali mo Owerri. Oji dutuka. Oji potrapo somehow. You know it. So in a place like Oji in Enugu State, icheke ihe ala no n'ebe ahụ. Ihe ala na ebe within Oji, like ebeke eze nwa. This guy no House of Senate.
Tony Ezenwa, House of Representatives, Senator.
Tony. Somebody Onye Wuchi. So around that place now, ihe ala Omondola, ebe ahụ. Ihe ala no that side. The location of that side, you will compare Enugu. Give that na ebe ahụ dị ọnụ, Omondola ahụ, ebeke Ezenwa ahụ dị ọnụ karịa Enugu. Like ebe dịka ebe ahụ na Enugu na ihe dịka ebe a na-akpọ ebe a na-akpọ Kenneth Road, Ebony Paint Road, Agbani, Ọkụnanọ, Ekotu. Ebe ahụ na-awụ ya ebe dịka Oji, Agbani Road, because all no kind of off sketch, right? Ihe ala na Ekotu and ala na Oji, no comparison. Ala na Ebony Paint Road, Ọkụnanọ, no comparison. No comparison. Then if you want a city, You talk of somewhere like Independence Layout and Independence Layout like Transekulu them, all those estates not there. Even over smaller estates compared to that one. Like I don't know more now where they carry out those places. The well celebrated in Enugu. So land is very expensive.
So Androm Nudenwa Estate, according to Mazi Jide, I quote, all into real estate. Ebe kwuru ni Udenwa Estate nokwa a sketch of Owerri town. Na enwechara league with 1 billion naira. Udenwa Estate. But I'm a verify be me but always yoku.
Very 101%. Always yoku is a fact. Ebeke Rochas, Speedbats. And when Alana Ebeke Rochas now, Speedbats now, I know 100 million. Prof Avenue, 70, 100, 120, 150. In my Prof Avenue, Speedbat, Ebo Rochas. Back of him, beside the beam, Simsu Junction, every flyover, every one glass house. Omodo. Do you know how expensive Omodo is? Local Omodo. Before getting hala 50 million no modo, I got my HR before get your there. Omodo local as all Rochas. So I'm just trying to mention locations. Look at Okuku, not anymore here. Okuku is forest. Alanos is 1 million no, not 2 million no Okuku. Unless I was inside the Pawana Ella this place. In connect to Ohi and Okuku. Ndegu, around Ndegu, that axis. Aleba hapo chala na up chala 10 million, 15 million, 20 million. While he had him did 700,000, 650. I'ma call Hubi. Apo shagaram ga be came on here business ala. Ede chere benda 600, I'ma call Hubi. Because in the mother has no one hana aba. Okay, mama huru in the Berabia and a hapota or something like that. So people were running away from there. And there's okay for farmland. But as I speak to you now, about have a channel 6, 7 million, 10 million. It was sold for 600, 500, 3 years ago. But now, Ndegu, bah no 10 million now. Yeah, village, yeah, I met interior, that's the one access road. I will use we access road, give doesn't big and give construct to access road. So land business, the very properties, the very expensive in Owerri. More than Port Harcourt itself.
More than Port Harcourt, all in states.
100%. And when you ala, and when you half plot to all on here for 17 million. Now Port Harcourt. I would give you more herself. Very. I'm not 17 million. I didn't ready for that. So, but in that particular location, even Owerri, that price of that property is the price of empty land of that size, same location Owerri. But can I hold on already? So that is for that. So
okay. I want to two things. Can you more expensive no Owerri? Can you hold
all greed. Because on when market, on when fixed price, on when price regulation. Cause that now when here regulated price.
Or the possible state, Imo State House of Assembly, may enact law because all power of the House of Assembly, Imo State House of Assembly may enact law to regulate the price or the possible.
They can regulate the price. They can because when a House Committee on Land Matters, House Committee Chairman on the Rural and Urban Development, and when a House Committee Chairman, and when a Commissioner, and when a things like, and when a House Committee member, they in charge of that committee, so they can. It's possible they can implement it, but they're not going to do it because of what? Their interest, because all rise got the portfolio of the state.
Oh, the more expensive the land, the state on a rise the portfolio.
Of course, now I want to expensive in Owerri. Somebody now no behave Owerri before. Now gache my why Owerri the expensive. Yeah, actually, call part of that development. onye Kaduna na be maka Owerri before na Owerri dey expensive Owerri. Ogachi ma why Owerri jidere expensive? That small Owerri. What is the factory there? Let him jidere expensive. So the person might want to buy. So by so doing, the person bring in investment no worry. Of a foreigner because of not expensive. So when him jidere expensive, yeah, culture ma. And like Oga GL Home said, there's no bush. There only we more here. You buy the bush to wait. You don't buy to wait. You buy the bush and wait for it to develop before it develop. You don't wait for the bush to develop to land before you buy. If you wait for the bush to develop to land before you buy it like Oga Kennedy guy save. But if you buy the bush and wait, that is when it becomes an investment. You wait for it to become town, then you develop or resell. That's the secret. Just like Oga GL Home said that no one boss na Rosette. Rosette car company. Also na Rosette mbo we more here. Now look at ndị nwechara beside the Bukobi. Imana, let me say this. Nwunye m onye nga okpala. Mgbe obiaga to support because mgbe obiaga la beka abịara m just 3 months. Ya ma abiawazi, ya ma abịara after after me 3 months m bịara ya ma abịa. So aka agbachichabe m ike mgbe ahụ ịkpọta ya. So they had to sell a property. Ndị bụla had to because they have enough. Ngokpala nwere enough land. So the family had to sell a property to bring her to support her coming. Manala area 800,000, 5 plots of land. 5 plots of land. Hana eme a plot. Hana eme by plot. Hana eme by Tanesha boy alanku. Alanku. Only grammar Hana only Tanesha swear. All their local dialects, Alanku. That's Abia Maya, and Maya, that's a measure, Urukwa guy, Urukwa Maya, say here, Ufa Alanku. From what my wife said, on a quarter now carry 5 plots. Now the measures, measure, ne measure Tazie. Yahamari has 5 Alanku 5. Onye measures, ne measure 9.5 plots.
Achọrọ m ịjụ gị ajụjụ. Somebody gwara m that na onye rụrụ hospital is like oyi money kara onye rụrụ hostel or eziokwu. Comparing hospital as investment to hostel or eziokwu. Na hospital give more money than hostel.
Merije, hostel our investment. Hostel is not an investment. It's not a sustainable investment. Let me use that word. I think that's the best way. It's not a sustainable investment. Just like Oga GL Home said, hotel not 200 years, the standard means no constant renovation. When a hotel no every year, a bush the whole AC, the whole bed, the whole wardrobe, everything I go to share in a TJ new ones. I make here too much money. Only 50% of their gain that year can have renovation. But only hachuga. Only some hotels no when that's maintenance culture. Because that maintenance culture, that will keep them to a standard. So if you know a hostel, are you renovating or maintaining it for the students to increase their rent or to increase? I mean, it doesn't really or when that financial strength when that muscle to give you returns on investment over a small time. But hotel will give you return on hospital will give you return on investment within a short possible time.
Yeah, hospital. 100%.
Hospital, I know hospital on when price. I know egalize all kumbogi kuwa egalize all before na chemist shop na pharmacy gives all gives biko we pronum 500 naira. Or I area 250. I say go 250. Guess you get 200. Hey, after like hey, do say ham na get 250 ah. You say get 200. Hey, you get 200. Get nguzie ya na gene ya alwazi na on the 200. But then you get the men okwe choro 250 give ku ono. So I na ekwe health ono. You don't price it.
What of onye nwere clinic, health clinic? What is different from hospital? Onye nwere health clinic.
A clinic, I would say clinic is a small version of hospital.
Small version of onye ọbụla gụrụ nurse na UK or support worker o nwere license imepe clinic ka nwere profession ọ ga-agụ mụ.
On imepe hospital, imepe clinic na UK.
Imepe na Nigeria imepe clinic.
This is it's not my field, but I'm just saying from my own little experience. Ihe ọsọrọ gị gụọ n'ala bekee as a doctor, I think ila Nigeria ị ga-enwe some certifications from Nigerian regulatory body, because when they body na-regulate
ịgụcha school na UK chere emepe ihe dịka hospital clinic ị ga-agụ any degree certification na Nigeria.
Agaghị ọwụhụ education certification or certification from an organized body to regulate that system. You get? Actually, in pharmacy now, you need to be a member of Nigerian pharmaceutical whatever. By so doing, basically register. How do you qualification of a pharmacist? Then give after then he registers as a member. You must sign under that regulatory body before you function, either as a medical doctor, nurse, or whatever it is. This is what I think. And I think I'm right. Yeah.
Why not? Achọrọ m ịjụ gị ajụjụ. Enwere onye bịara here the other time, Mr. George bịara here some time ago. Ọ sị na most of all those investments ịhụga on ndị nọ Nigeria wụ ndị mere ya initiate ọ eziokwu.
Most of the game they make also.
Most of all those investments in ịhụga anyị na-ekwu okwu maka ya. Most of ndị nwe ya wụcha ndị nọ Nigeria, Nigerian base, African base, ọwụ obodo oyibo. Do you agree to that?
Meriji, back to topic him now like.